I'm an emergency manager and a former firefighter. Let's talk about the arson suspicions on the LA fires. Do I suspect arson? No, I have no opinion. I have no information on the ignition point of the fire or the investigation that's ongoing or the initial fire behavior. I am not working this incident. As a person who works these disasters on a regular basis, I don't find any joy in making suspicions or theorizing how things started without the lack of information. And it's really important to know that when a fire does start, especially on the West Coast, and a wildfire of this size, magnitude, and financial impact that has also taken 10 human lives does happen, it's taken absolutely seriously. The ignition point of the fire, or where firefighters and law enforcement believe the fire started, which is called the ignition point, is protected. So there are teams that are assigned to protecting that ignition point so that when the fires are done and over, they can conduct an official investigation. Fire marshals will come in. This happens even on house fires. This is very common practice to do a full investigation as to the cause of the fire so that they can understand how it happened, why it happened, and prevent it from happening again, whether it's a house fire or a wildfire. When it comes to big wildfires, they do involve law enforcement. It's very serious. There are cases of some wildfires, for example, in Oregon and Northern California, where people have left campfires running and are still burning a little bit, even like embers, and they've caused hundreds of thousands of acres of damage of wildfire to forests. They have found out who the campers were that were camping at that location, and then they are financially responsible for the response of the entire wildfire. There's another case in Northern Oregon, the Columbia Gorge fire that happened a number of years ago, and there was a teenager that was really stupid and decided to start some fireworks. Some citizens saw him doing it. It was a full case of arson, and that fire caused so much damage, and his family was held financially responsible and will be until the end of time. Their wages are garnished because everything is taken so seriously. It's so expensive and it's so many resources. Especially West Coast states, they do not mess with this anymore. So the whole suspicions of arson or that sort of thing, don't worry. It will be figured out. They will do the investigation. They will figure it out. They want to know if it's arson. They want to know who to hold responsible. They want to know if it's a power line company. They want to know if it's an individual who did it by accident, somebody who's actually an arsonist and lighting things on fire on purpose. They'll figure it out.